a podcaster.
Take some beans!
No, you've been starved. You didn't get to eat anything today. God. Gross. Freaking idiot.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a pin.
That was in your foot?
What the heck? Look at this. This was on the ground. What's going on? Who was sewing down here? We're going to start it off with this. That's a needle.
We didn't even get to say good morning, Mega
Why is there a
Podlings, because
needle?
you were on a
It
needle.
almost went right in my foot. Why would that even be here?
You want to play a game of Here Comes Mr. Needle?
No. Man, that's crazy.
Here comes Mr. Needle!
Is that a game? Oh, what the heck?
Something my mom used to do.
Man, it's messed up.
My mom, you'd be sitting there watching TV when we were kids, and she'd find a sewing needle, and she'd start going, "Here comes Mr. Needle," and poking you with
This
it.
is how this episode's going to start.
Yeah.
Man. We're back.
She was such an a-hole.
Yeah, I'd say.
Good
Don't
morning.
edit this out.
No, why would I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Mega
And-
Podlings.
And good night.
We're here with the Lunchbox Bunch. Another installment of your favorite YouTube show featuring two a-holes playing Here Comes the Needle.
That's our next channel. Here comes
Here
the
comes
needle.
the needle. So what do we got this week? We can't even talk.
Well, these are both your lunchboxes.
Yes.
Although I do have this one.
Yes.
I don't have this one.
Yes.
We got Lidsville,
Lidsville, a
which is
Sid and Marty Croft
Sid
show.
and Marty Croft.
And,
So why is it a
McDonald's.
lunchbox? Shouldn't it be a dinner box? So you can eat your Croft dinner?
oh, Croft dinner. Let's
Croft
piss
dinner.
off Canada now.
Oh, Croft dinner.
So, and the McDonald's one. And so you're probably wondering, why put these two lunchboxes together?
Well, McDonald's was actually sued by Sid and Marty Croft for the McDonaldland
Scottish.
characters. They found Mayor McCheese to be a real ripoff of H.R. Pufnstuf, who was a mayor. H.R. Pufnstuf was a mayor.
He was a mayor, yeah.
So
and then he's on the back too.
I think they even consulted on the McDonaldland characters for a little bit. But yeah, they were kind of ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
And they sued McDonald's, and I believe they won.
Oh.
Or maybe they didn't. I don't know. I think they won. You got Google. Why we got to do all the work?
So there is a connection between the two.
Yeah, there is a connection.
So why don't we start with the
Lidsville.
Lidsville one. Now this Lidsville one's not in the best of shape. It's actually missing a handle.
Yeah. So if you wanted to take this to work with you, you couldn't hold it.
right
You'd
now.
have to be
Well,
like, I got my lunchbox.
I got this. This is one that I remember we were running towards a table at a flea market. You were coming one direction, I was coming the other one. And I got this one and another lunchbox, I think for like $20 for both of them. So even with the busted handle, I wasn't going to turn it down.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy I am. You didn't get there fast enough. But I was very excited because the Lidsville one is very weird. That show is really weird. It was
I got to be honest, I've never seen Lidsville. I knew Sid and Marty Croft. I watched a lot of their
you ever
shows.
see the Mr. Show State of Drugachusis thing?
Yeah.
It's like a whole thing it's like a parody of that. It was...
Well, you know what Lidsville reminds me of? Do you remember on Nickelodeon back in the day, Pinwheel? There used to be a show called Haddingtown. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think so. It was part of Pinwheel, right?
Yeah,
Which was like a
and
big Sesame
everybody
Street.
looked like their hat. Like Mr. Baker was just a baker's
Which
hat.
is kind of
and
like what
Mr.
Lidsville was,
So,
basically. I don't remember what the real premise, like why this kid went to Lidsville.
do you
how he
remember?
got to Lidsville.
You know who the kid was, though.
You just refreshed my memory.
The boy who went to Lidsville was Mr. Butch Patrick.
Better known as...
Eddie Monster.
Ooh, Eddie Munster. From
Was
the
that-
Addams Family.
And we're both saying it like Zombo. I love that. You know, Eddie Monster. You get to meet Zombo.
He's a big bitch.
Yeah.
So Lidsville, Butch Patrick, what was the deal with that? How did he end up there?
I don't
Because
know.
like I remember like H.R. Pufnstuf, the kid had like a magic flute,
Yeah.
and then like Sigmund and the Sea Monster, their sea monster.
Well, he didn't go anywhere. The sea monsters came to him.
Yeah, but they
Right.
That's how they kind of
They were on the
with humans.
beach.
They're always like the Sid and Marty Krofft shows always had some like kid interacting with these.
Oh, do you want to hear some Sid and Marty trivia? Kids, you might want to tune out because this is about to get rad.
Are we going David Cassidy?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh my gosh! What do you know? Every
Lunchbox Bunch
sex starts.
Lunchbox Bunch After Dark. Here, do you remember the Far Out? No, wait.
Far Out Space Nuts.
Was it the Far Out Space Nuts?
Oh, you were telling me this. Yeah, it was the Far Out Space Nuts.
Far Out Space Nuts. Bob Denver and Chuck McCann.
Imitation skipper, yes.
Right. Chuck McCann was basically the skipper and Bob Denver. But there was a furry little creature named Honk. And no joke, Bob Denver and Honk were they were having some good times when the camera was off.
Yeah.
Bob Denver was giving the Honk a good honk.
Let's also explain that Honk was
it was a little person named Patty something. I don't know. Bob Denver was dating her. She also played Lumpy in the Star Wars Holiday Special, which is how I found out about this because I was listening to an interview with the director of the Star Wars Holiday Special, and he mentioned how Bob Denver was on the set because he was dating the little person playing Lumpy. And then bells and whistles went off in my head, and I thought, I bet that was Honk. And I researched it, and sure enough, it was Honk. So it creates a whole new dynamic to the Far Out Space Nuts.
And this is a Lidsville lunchbox, which features, let's see, no, we didn't do any research. It has a tag. It has this kit is the property of, but I cannot make out the name. The name is, can you see anything on there?
Did they come with those stickers? Was that like
it must have been a thing, maybe, because that was the
No, there's no name. There's no name on there.
Okay. So we didn't do any research on the names of the hats or
he was jamming the Honk.
We're the bad guy. We got Butch Patrick basically, and then
wait, what's this? New?
That's like a little advertisement.
Oh, we got an ad
So
here.
that didn't come off the box.
No,
but the handle did. Isn't that fascinating?
That's fascinating. Look at that.
Like the kid used this thing, and then the handle broke off of it. But, So Lidsville was basically a town of sentient hat people.
Yeah.
That also lived in hats, kind of like cars.
But who's this dude?
That's what I'm wondering.
Hey, look, he shoots lightning bolt from his hands. He's like the Emperor from Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bzz. So would this lunchbox be like the Revenge of the Sith of lunchboxes then?
No.
Then on the side you got all the hats. Which all right, let's go. Let's run down their names. Let's run them down.
We got Safari Hat Dude, Twinkie the Kid, Madam Egg Lady, the Nurse, and Abraham Lincoln Hat.
And then on the other side, you got more hats on here. You got.
Oh wait, is that football helmet over there?
Football helmet, my favorite. Yeah.
And now this side, we can't even really see them because they're covered by this Aladdin Corporation sticker. By the way. This lunchbox came with a guarantee from Good Housekeeping magazine. There you go.
Who knew? So
here at the bottom, we see Butch Patrick telling the wizard, "I got your ring, you son of a bitch." And then there's like a genie
this one guy
here.
Is that an executioner? That's like an executioner. He's got like an axe.
That is an executioner.
You can kind of see him.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. It looks like there's a pirate under the sticker too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is an exciting one. Mm-hmm.
It is wild. It is a wacky lunchbox. So, yeah, we should have looked up who the bad guy was. But let's see inside. Nothing on the inside. It's just that cute little safety instructions, and missing a handle, but which gives us a better view of the little town that's going on. Oh, that's not a person. That's a hat that somebody lives in.
Yeah.
These are like the, and then on the bottom, like you said, he's got that. The ring must have had something to do with it. And who's like the genie guy?
I don't know.
Man, this is intense.
Skip McManion.
So that was from 1973.
1973.
And then the same company in 1983.
10 years
made
later.
This very bizarre McDonald's lunchbox.
Now, just the fact that there is a McDonald's lunchbox is bizarre in and of itself, because why would McDonald's want to encourage you to take your lunch?
You wouldn't probably pack a McDonald's lunch in this, because if you would have packed a McDonald's lunch, by the time you get to school, it would have been disgusting.
Right.
Because McDonald's doesn't last. But this one is even more bizarre because it has got some weird theme that I don't know what the connection is. It's McDonald's and the Sheriff of Cactus Canyon. So somehow there was like some like backstory on this, right? Do you know anything? Like there was like some kind of weird show? Like,
oh, I think you're giving it too much credit. I don't think there's any backstory. Somebody said, we want a McDonald's lunchbox.
Okay. But we don't want to just do it as a McDonald's lunchbox. We want to do it as like a Western. Well, what's the Western? I don't know. But Ronald's the sheriff, and he's sitting there, and he's got some straw in his mouth, and Birdie's coming over, and he's like, Ronald, somebody just robbed the whorehouse. And he's like, he knows who it was, because it had to be the Hamburglar, because he's on the top. He's like, wanted.
It's his cousin.
It's like a whole story. Yeah. So then, at the bottom, he goes running off, because Mary McChee's like, you got to go help us. There's problems down at the old saloon. And then, who is it? Hamburglar. Check it out. Because, he robbed the safe. I'm sorry, I missed that. There's the part where he robs the safe. And which doesn't, unless they kept hamburgers in there, I don't know why he was robbing the safe. Right?
Right.
And then they got him all tied up on the back, and then they're gonna hang him. They're gonna hang him for stealing whatever was in the
hang the bastard.
There's something else on here too. We got notice hamburger shipment. Oh, well, this is dumb. You're basically letting this hamburger thief know when the shipment's coming in, right?
That's not smart. I like, though, that in this old West town that there was a McDonald's.
Of course there was.
Yeah.
This is bizarre. I mean, seriously, what was going on? This is so far...
Did you have to buy this one, or was this a giveaway for McDonald's? Was this like a part of a Happy Meal?
No, this one was sold in stores.
Weird.
So somebody at some point went into the... Again, like, this is a bizarre one because who picked this?
I don't know.
Who wanted this as their lunchbox?
Birdie, the early bird.
Birdie sucked. Birdie came later on. Like you don't even have some of that. I mean, do you remember some of the older characters they used to have? Like the Captain Crook, who was like the pirate.
I have my picture with Birdie. Looks like she's grabbing my butt. Boop.
Do you really know where that is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right. Well,
you remember that picture, right?
No.
Ronald and Birdie came to my old place of employment and brought breakfast sandwiches, and I got a picture with both of them.
Oh, so this wasn't even that long ago.
This was...
so they still use Birdie.
This was like a decade ago. This was around 2005, and if you look at the picture, it looks like Birdie's grabbing my butt. Boop! You know what's another good one? What?
Original Grimace. Remember Original Grimace?
Oh, Evil Grimace, yeah.
Boop! You don't believe me? There it is. Evil Grimace.
He had multiple arms.
4 arms.
Was that your doorbell? That?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And we're back!
We're back!
Who was that?
It was the Burger King.
Oh, the Burger King.
Says he feels slighted that he didn't have his own lunchbox.
If he did, it would have been an outer space.
Cactus Canyon.
If the Burger King did, it would be an outer space adventure, like the Burger King and the planet of the...
This is such a weird one. Again, this is the kind of lunchboxes that were out there for sale. Mm-hmm. You know? Like the G.I. Joe and Transformers one we did. I mean, that's normal. But then somehow in 1982 or 83 when this one came out, this is what you got. I mean, like, this isn't... No name, though. I wish there was a name in this one. I so would have loved to know what kid purchased the McDonald's lunchbox. And what grown adult bought it later. Look at that. There's Robin. Look at him. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I bet on the thermos is just the dead body of the Hamburglar swinging. No, from like a noose.
No, I know. I just did that.
So this is we are every episode. I feel like it's taken to a higher level of lunchboxes. I just don't know how we can outdo
ourselves. So you're thinking that this one here is weirder than the Osmonds?
Probably not, but well, I think of the McDonald's for the fact that they made a McDonald's lunchbox is weirder than if there was an Osmonds one, because I could at least see like kids being like, "Oh, I love the Osmonds," but what kids like, "Oh, sure do love Big Macs."
Do you know what's in my lunchbox?
Old French fries.
A filet of fish sandwich. I'm going to heat it up in the microwave.
Don't mind me.
Make the whole room smell like salmon.
Hey, want to go to the prom? No? All right. I'll just eat my apple pie. Caution, filling is hot.
By the way, today at work, somebody did heat up some salmon. In the
Oh
microwave.
my God! I'm so glad I don't work in an office.
Salmon.
So I guess that wraps up another episode of the Lunchbox Bunch, right?
Oh,
you have anything
yeah.
else you want to comment on these? Since we have absolutely really no information on what the names of the characters are on the Lidsville one, and I don't even know what to make of this Ronald McDonald, Sheriff of Cactus Canyon. If somebody knows if there was some weird backstory on this, I would love to know that, but I doubt it. I really feel like all it is just some weird...
Every angle, Mayor McCheese just looks so upset.
He is, because he's like, somebody
oh my
god, the
gosh!
hamburgers, which is basically his head. So I don't know why he's
like, oh,
Ronald, help us. What is that?
And here's
there's a livery stable. Look at that on the bottom. He's like running towards the livery stable. What is it? And you know, to give it credit, this is some gorgeous artwork too that somebody created. Much better than Transformers one we did a little while ago, because at least this one conveys an entire story in one whole lunchbox. You know what happened. And
here's a picture of me from Dragon Con with a cosplayer dressed like Mayor McCheese. Boop! Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's what you pay for.
Yeah.
That's what those Patreon people are paying for.
Mm-hmm.
That. So that wraps it up. Another episode of the Lunchbox Bunch. What do you got?
I got nothing.
Patreon?
Yeah, we got Patreon.
Click the subscribe button.
Yeah, you can do that. Click to subscribe. If you want to support us on Patreon, you'll get your name in the end credits. And you will get...
Here comes the needle.
Oh,
Here
no!
comes the needle.
Not the needle!
Here
Not
comes
the needle!
needle.
Ah!
Why that's there? Why would there be a needle there?
Yeah, if you support us on Patreon, you'll get Lunchbox Bunch videos every Monday, whereas the average Joe... Hey, I'm an average Joe. They get it on Fridays. So
Friday. The Fry Guys, who are also on here. Did you see him?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Look at Ronald, too. He's just like, what? It's empty? The safe's empty? Who could have taken it? I don't know. The guy dressed like a criminal?
Oh.
So screwed up. And next week, we're going to be bringing you the Long John Silver's lunchbox. It smells like microwaved salmon.
And malt vinegar. Ugh.
Yes. Until next time, keep on eating those McDLTs. Hot side hot, cool side cool. I switched it up a little bit for the McDonald's.
Big Mac McDLT, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, a fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal, McNuggets, tasty, golden french, regular and largest size of salad, shepherd garden, or chicken salad, Oriental, Big McBreakfast. That's about as far as I can go.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them bitches, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.